From the way it's going, the McMichaels and Brian Jr. will be doing some prison time. Not only is there just so much evidence against them, it is Brian Jr.'s attorney that is going to do them in. This is one strange, comical trial. Now the judge, Timothy Wormsley, he's too Wormsley. He's just too nice. And Brian Jr.'s attorney, Kevin Gough, is basically making this trial all about him. And whether he realizes it or not, it is annoying. People are getting tired of all of his objections. I object. Yes, Mr. Gough. I don't know about you, Your Honor, but I like my mustard yellow. For whatever it's worth, Kevin Gough is going to take full advantage of this 5 minutes of fame, even if it means his client losing. I mean, you can see that Gough is trying to use every tactic he can to force a mistrial because he knows his client, the McMichaels, they're losing. There's no way they can win. So he's trying to force a mistrial. That's why I don't understand why Judge Wormsley is allowing it. I mean, for one, you look at the jury selection. I mean, that's not a good look. You know, the decks are stacked against the family of Ahmaud Arbery from that standpoint. And you're looking at the people that they are the witnesses. You know, it's apparent that they don't want to be there. They're giving the driest answers. Some of them have attitudes. And to top it off, every 10 to 15 minutes, here comes Gough with an objection. I object. Yes, Mr. Gough. This is Veterans Day, and we haven't recognized the veterans. Yeah. That has to be the strategy, is to try to force a mistrial. Because the other attorney just kind of sitting back and letting Gough run the show. And today, Gough really outdid himself. I mean, this man here, he's probably a nice guy to go fishing with. I bet this man knows some good jokes. I mean, this man is hilarious. But today, he really, really outdone himself. I object, Your Honor. It was brought to my knowledge that Al Sharpton was in the back, and no one told me. His presence alone could intimidate the jurors. I object. I mean, I have no problem with pastors, but how many pastors they gonna have? 2, 3? How many they gonna bring? Fact of the matter is, Your Honor, we don't want no black pastors coming in here. I believe Judge Wormsley is going to retire after this one. All I can say is, I hope the judge got him some headache medicine handy, because he's going to need it. But in spite of all the shenanigans I'm very confident that the McMichaels and Brian Jr. will lose, and they will do some serious prison time. Especially McMichaels, and old Papa McMichael. But those judges need to bring the defense in and just have a little powwow and discuss what you are going to allow and what you're not going to allow from this point forward. I mean, you kind of put your foot down a little bit the other day, but they're still finding other ways to slow down the proceedings with just a bunch of senseless objections. Well, we didn't know. I mean, you're supposed to know. And like I'm saying, they're trying to get it thrown out the best way they can. And I'm just hoping that Judge Wormsley won't allow that. But I know there are 3 words that the judge just don't want to hear anymore. Object, Your Honor!